If angels were trying to reach you tonight, would you recognize the signs? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes we're diving into 7 unmistakable ways angels reveal their presence, and why noticing even one of these can shift your entire outlook on life. Quick favor before we begin. What's the one desire you'd love angels to guide you toward tonight? Type it in the comments now. It could be love, healing, peace, or clarity. Let's start with one of the gentlest signs, feathers. Picture this. You're walking down a busy sidewalk, thoughts racing, and suddenly you notice a white feather resting on your shoe. No birds overhead, no pillow fight gone wrong, just a feather, showing up where it doesn't belong. This happens more often than we think. One woman shared with me that after her father passed, she began finding white feathers on her office desk every Monday morning. Windows closed, cleaning crew gone. No explanation. She said those feathers gave her peace, as if her dad was reminding her, "I'm still with you." Feathers are like spiritual post. It notes, gentle, quiet, but unmistakable once you notice them. Why does this work? On a subconscious level, our minds use symbols to connect to deep truths. A feather is simple, yet powerful, light, pure, delicate, because our reticular activating system filters the world for what's meaningful to us. When an angel wants you to feel safe, that system will highlight the feather, almost glowing in your awareness. So next time you see one, pause. Don't brush it off. Take it as a whispered reminder. You're loved. You're guided. You're never alone. Ever had that sudden high-pitched ringing in your ears, out of nowhere? Doctors may call it tinnitus, but for many, the experience goes beyond the medical. One man wrote to me saying he kept hearing ringing before important life decisions. Once, while debating whether to accept a new job offer, the ringing filled his ear just as he leaned toward saying yes. He described it like an invisible ringtone urging him to pay attention. He took the job, and later said it became the career breakthrough he'd been waiting for. This is more than random noise. It's often described as angels trying to tune your frequency. Imagine it as a notification sound, a divine nudge, saying, "Pause, pay attention, guidance is here." Here's the science light layer. Our auditory system is directly tied to our nervous system. Sudden ringing forces the brain to shift focus inward. That's exactly the state where intuition gets louder. So whether it's truly sound waves or angelic whispers, the effect is the same. Your attention is pulled to the unseen. So next time your ear rings, ask yourself, what was I just thinking about? What decision am I weighing? That's often the hidden message. Now let's move to something visual, flashes of light or glowing orbs. Have you ever noticed a sudden sparkle out of the corner of your eye? Or maybe taken a photo, only to see glowing circles hovering that weren't visible at the time? A bride once sent me a picture taken the night before her wedding. In the photo, soft golden orbs floated above her shoulder. She told me it felt like her grandmother, who had passed years before, was there to bless her union. Here's the important distinction. Myth. Manifestation is just wishing. Truth. Neville Goddard taught that conviction, not hope, reshapes reality. When you are in that deep state of belief, light phenomena often show up as if reality itself is echoing your conviction. Science light again. Our eyes and cameras sometimes capture energy beyond our normal spectrum. Whether you see these as particles of light or angelic energy, the meaning is this. Your awareness is being drawn to a reminder. You're supported in this moment. So if you see orbs, don't dismiss it. Treat it as a photobomb from the divine. Another sign comes through your body. Sudden warmth, chills, or a shift in the air around you. One woman described sitting in her car after a stressful day. Out of nowhere, warmth wrapped around her like a blanket. She looked no heater, no sunbeam, but she said it felt like arms holding her. She burst into tears, tears of relief, not sadness. Why this works? Your nervous system has safety signals. When you suddenly feel warmth, your body calms. Angels often use these sensations, because they bypass logic. You don't think safety. You feel it. Have you felt this before? Sudden warmth, or maybe a chill when no window's open? If yes, drop a quick yes in the comments. I want to see how many of you have had this exact experience. Now let's talk about coins, small but mighty. Imagine this. You're grieving, walking through a park, and suddenly spot a dime shining in the grass. You pick it up, and notice the year stamped on it is the year you first met your loved one. This happened to a man who lost his wife. He kept finding dimes, always dated 19, the year their story began. He called them kisses from heaven. Coins are grounding signs. Unlike feathers, which float, coins are solid, heavy. A reminder you're supported, not just emotionally, but physically, here and now. Science light. Our brains notice what's tied to emotion. Angels amplify that noticing. That's why the coin that matters will be the one with a date, a number, or a location that means something deeply personal. So if you find a coin, ask yourself, what memory or message does this connect me to? It's rarely random. One of the most moving signs is the sense of presence. Have you ever sat alone, only to feel as if someone entered the room? Or felt a hand on your shoulder, and when you looked, no one was there? A woman once told me about waiting in a hospital corridor while her mother was in surgery. She broke down crying, and felt a gentle hand press against her back. She turned no one, but she said in that instant, courage flooded her. This is an imagination. It's a direct experience of comfort. Angels know when you need reassurance most, and sometimes words won't cut it. Touch and presence bypass the mind, speaking straight to your heart. If you've ever felt this, you know, it's unforgettable. And finally, the most personal channel, dreams. When you sleep, your conscious filters drop. That's when angels slip in, through symbols, emotions, or sometimes direct conversation. A young man once dreamed of walking a forest path that ended in a small town. Weeks later, he was offered a job in that exact town. He said it felt like his future self had already been shown the way. Why this works? The subconscious mind is the language of dreams, and your subconscious runs your perception, your choices, your belief filters. By planting images and emotions there, angels set you up to notice opportunities when you wake. So pay attention. Keep a notebook by your bed. When you wake from a vivid dream, especially one that feels more real than real, write it down. And here's my common question for you. What's the most vivid dream you've ever had that felt like more than a dream? Share it below. I'd love to read it. So there you have it. 7 gentle yet powerful ways angels show up in your life. Feathers, ringing in the ears, flashes of light or orbs, sudden warmth, coins, presence or touch, dreams. Each one is a reminder that you are never walking alone. If even one of these resonated with you, hit like so more people find this message. Share your story in the comments. Your experience may be the very sign someone else needs today. Remember, you are loved, guided, and supported more than you realize.